Welcome to Csec Biology TCP. I'm Mr. Wilson from the TCP Academy. Today we're going to be looking at the January 2022 paper. Of course, we're going to be looking today at question number 4. If you have not yet, like, share, subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell. It is indeed time for you to do so. I'm going to be releasing a video every single day up to exams, and I'm making sure that these are some of the topics that you'd love to have some help with. So remember to share, remember to like, remember to subscribe, and when you do subscribe, click that notification bell and select all. If you want to be a part of our private classes, then you can reach me up at 1-876 235 0591. That's WhatsApp at that number if you are in need of help. If you realize that things are not going too well with your studies, then it's time to call Mr. Wilson to rescue you. So WhatsApp me at that number if there is need for help. So we're going to hop on now into question number 4 for the 2022 paper. Here we go. Question number 4. Name one reactant other than solar energy and one product in the process of photosynthesis. Of course, the reactants are going to be water and carbon dioxide. We have named one here water, and the products are going to be glucose and oxygen. We have named glucose here. Identify the pigment responsible for trapping solar energy during photosynthesis and state the organelle of a plant cell in which this process occurs. The pigment is of course going to be chlorophyll in our green plants, and the organelles for which photosynthesis takes place is of course going to be the chloroplast. Chlorophyll pigment and the organelle chloroplast. Last year, many students differed on their CXC exams as they were afraid of failure due to their level of readiness. This year, Mr. Wilson and his experienced team from tcpacademy.teachable.com is here to help you get exam ready. Subscribe for free to tcp-academy.teachable.com. We offer courses in CXC Biology, HSB, English Language, and many others. There are several offerings to each course. Enroll in one today. State 2 transport process necessary for photosynthesis to occur. We're going to need osmosis to move that water from the soil up to the plant leaf for photosynthesis. And we're going to need diffusion to get the carbon dioxide into the plant and the oxygen out. So diffusion there for gaseous exchange, and osmosis to get the water into the plant. Three leaves are laid out on the laboratory counter. Leaf A is yellow, leaf B is green, and leaf C is yellow and green. A student was asked to test each leaf to determine which of them contains starch. Predict which 2 leaves will test positive for starch. So you're using iodine as a reagent here to test for starch, and if starch is present, you're supposed to get a blue-black color. Now, for this particular leaf, it pretty much wants you to determine whether or not chlorophyll is needed for photosynthesis. Now, the yellow leaf, or it could be white, will not have chlorophyll. And the yellow and green leaf, or white and green leaf, the yellow area or the white area will not contain chlorophyll. So, of course, no photosynthesis will take place. For your answer here is going to be the green leaf and the yellow and green leaf, as the green areas of each leaf are going to be the areas returning the positive test for starch. Provide an explanation for your response in BI above. Chlorophyll is needed for photosynthesis. The yellow leaf does not contain chlorophyll, hence the yellow part will not carry out photosynthesis. The same is true for the green and yellow leaf. The yellow portion of a leaf will not be able to carry out photosynthesis because of lack of chlorophyll. Hence, the green area only will show a positive test. Rakib owns a piece of land. and wants to prepare it for agriculture. He begins by cutting down trees and removing underbrush by burning it. He later tills the soil with his tractor and carries the tree log to a sawmill some distance away to be made into lumber. Suggest three ways in which Rakib activities could impact the carbon cycle. Look at the word impact. So let's look at some of the things that are happening. We have deforestation, cutting down the trees. That is going to be removing our carbon sink. The trees will not be there to absorb the carbon, and of course you know that it's doing that through the process of photosynthesis. Now removing the underbrush and burning them, that's combustion. So that is going to be releasing carbon dioxide into the air. Now the soil is also a reservoir for trapped carbon. So it is going to, of course, release that carbon into the air, also adding to the carbon already in the air. Now the tractor will carry these logs to the sawmill, and in doing that, that too is going to be releasing carbon dioxide and monoxide into the air via the exhaust. Now it's also true that the trees that were removed, they are carrying out the process of respiration. So they too will be releasing carbon dioxide into the air, but in most cases they are taking in more carbon dioxide than the carbon dioxide that they are releasing. So suggest three ways in which the activity could impact the carbon cycle. By burning or slash combustion, that is going to add carbon dioxide to the cycle. By removing the trees, carbon sink from the ecosystem, that is going to reduce the rate of photosynthesis. Thus, it will limit the amount of carbon dioxide, reduce the amount of carbon dioxide that is taken out of the air and stored. Now, tilling the soil will release trapped carbon, and that in itself is going to be adding to the amount of atmospheric carbon or carbon dioxide here, thus increasing our carbon emission. The tractor on its way to the mill, that too is going to be releasing carbon dioxide and monoxide from the exhaust pipe, and that in itself will of course be adding carbon to this air. As in the vehicle we are burning fossil fuel, so of course a direct derivative there is of course the carbon component from the fossil fuel, which are definitely hydrocarbons. Rakib adds nitrogen fixing bacteria to the soil. Explain how this action will be beneficial to his crop. Now, nitrogen serves as a nutrient for leafy growth. And one might remember that nitrogen forms a major component of protein, which is responsible for the growth and repair of body cells. So what the nitrogen fixing bacteria, what they'll do is to convert atmospheric nitrogen into a form usable by the plant. That takes us to the end of question number 4. You want to check out one of these video on screen in the thumbnail there. Click on anyone, and that should give you some more videos that will help in your preparation for the exam. Look right above the top corner there. You are going to be seeing anytime now a video for which you can click on to make sure that you ace your exams. Until next time, I want you to be reminded to like, share, and subscribe. When you do subscribe, please be reminded to click the notification bell and select all. Leave us a comment so that we know how much we're reaching you. Tell us where you're from. Yes, my friend from St. Catherine, I saw you. You have some problem with genetics, and we're going to be putting out some genetics. You said genetic engineering and some other issue there. We're going to be looking back at your concern in the comments and see how best we can send you a video that will assist. Until we next meet, take good care of yourselves. That is going to be tomorrow when we make our next post on human and social biology or biology. Take good care of yourself. Walk good now.